Hello, everybody. I'm Kelly from Earthly Delights. Welcome back to another episode. And if this is your first time watching the channel, my partner Melissa and I are eBay resellers. So what that means is we go to thrift stores and yard sales and estate sales, and we look for items to resell online. And so in this video, what I want to do is point out 15 BOLO items. So basically 15 items that we've listed on eBay that have given us a really good profit and have also sold fast. So let's go ahead and get started. The first BOLO item is this Braun coffee grinder, and it's vintage. It was new in box, never used. When I go to the Goodwill, I'm always looking for brand new in box kitchen items, and this happened to be a really good one that I definitely recommend being on the lookout for. It sold in under 24 hours. I paid $4.99 for it. The next item is this Singer over edging machine. I don't really know anything about it, but I saw it there. It was new in box. It's a vintage item, and it had a price tag of $6. I looked it up. There were a few listed, but there were a lot sold in the 80 to 120 range. Someone sent us an offer for 80. I countered at 95, and we shipped that out today. The third item or category, I'll say, are interesting mugs, and specifically Otagari mugs. And they have this same like distinct like ceramic, like kind of stoneware look to them. And at our Goodwill, mugs are 59 cents. And so I always go over to the mugs and just see what there is. And these sold for $18. This is not an Otagari mug, but it is a Taylor and NG mug from 1978. I come across these mugs a bit, this company, and they sell well. I paid 59 cents for this, and it sold for a best offer of $17.50. The next item is unique and unusual animal figures. I'm always on the lookout for these at the Goodwill, given that they're probably about $1. They're not all worth money, but I think this Azarine glass miniature owl just looked really special. And so we picked that up. And then this next animal, this was found at an estate sale, and it's Royal Dalton, made in England. And here's the logo for it underneath here. It's from the 60s. It's about 5 inches tall, and it sold for $70, and we paid $1 for it. So be on the lookout for that. As well as like mid-century animal carvings. This is a hummingbird. It's just 3.5 inches tall, really beautiful, simple, and we accepted a best offer of 25 on that item. So I'd be on the lookout for small animal figures, and especially when they're like $1 and then you sell them for 30, it's a good return. This was an owl figure. This was like, I think, our best, animal figure sale. We accepted a best offer of $110 on this, and we paid $1 for it. The next item is Carhartt jackets, especially vintage ones. This is vintage. I think it's from the 90s, made in the USA, and it's blanket lined, which oftentimes gets more money when it's blanket lined. This one was also green, which is a unique color. I haven't seen a lot of green ones like this. It had a nice look to it. It was slightly distressed, and we accepted a best offer of 95 on that, and we paid $14 for it. And we found that at the Salvation Army. The next item is kind of another category too. It's vintage 90s movie t-shirts. And we actually, this first one I bought on auction over the summer for $45 on eBay. And I just really liked it, and it was new, vintage, like it had never been worn before. I picked it up, and I just wanted to like let it sit for a while. But I recently listed it for $165, and it took a little bit longer for this one to sell, about a month, but we accepted a best offer of $130 on this, so we did have to pay up for it. This was another one that we actually found this at the Goodwill. If you haven't seen that video, I'll provide a link for that. This was a vintage 90s Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. We have a video where we actually find it. It was definitely a very exciting find. And we paid $4 for it, and it sold for $456. So vintage movie promo t-shirts. They're not really that common. They're not like that easy to find, but when you do, you want to buy them, you know, especially when they're just $4. This is a vintage 90s Titanic t-shirt. We accepted a best offer of $35. Actually, our neighbor was moving and he found it. He knew we were resellers and he gave it to us. So this was no cost to us. It had a lot of stains on it. So it was in pretty bad shape, and it's a youth extra large. So we decided to sell it for $35, which was an asking price that we got. This is a Cavity Colors t-shirt. We paid $13 for it in a lot of like 53 t-shirts. And it's another movie promo t-shirt. This is a reprint. This is what the Cavity Colors logo looks like. This Slayer baseball jersey I paid $4.99 for. It's a Bravado tag. I'm trying to find the actual tag here. I don't think I have it in here. My bad. But so this, I had it listed for $90, and someone gave us a best offer of $72, and I went ahead and accepted that. So, you know, I think unusual, interesting looking, you know, band shirts or band t-shirts, I'll definitely pick up, and you know, I wouldn't pass this one up again. The next BOLO item is complete TV series. Unopened is ideal, but you know, opened, they also sell really well. This X-Files series sold for $85. And we bought it in a lot of a bunch of DVDs and collectibles, X-Files collectibles. So we probably paid about $5 for this item. And it sold within like an hour. It was, as soon as it was listed, you know, we got offers on it. This Twin Peaks, we paid $5 for it. It sold for $135 plus shipping. That was part of that lot, and it was new and unopened. The next item is, I'm always on the lookout for 100% wool sweaters, and especially any wool sweater that was made in Ireland. I'm going to be on the lookout for that. I paid $7 for this item. It sold for $60, and it sold within a couple of weeks. These are some more examples of wool sweaters that we recently sold. This is Paul Stewart, 100%. This is actually cashmere. So alongside looking for wool, you want to look out for cashmere as well. And these sweaters, you know, do really well on eBay if you can find it. We accepted a best offer of $65 on this item, and someone offered it within 24 hours, and we sold it. We paid up for this. We paid $12. Here's another sweater, not a big sale, but we paid $6 for it. And any Icelandic wool sweaters sell really well and sell fast. You know, this sold within a week. Here's another wool sweater that we found at the Goodwill. It sold for $29. The next BOLO item is, you know, anything Ikea. We tend to not pass anything Ikea up. You know, especially if it's something unique, well-made, vintage. Ikea lamps sell really well. So, and they sell very fast. We've sold a lot of them. And this Ikea lamp we actually ran on an auction, and we paid $8 for this one, and we sold it for $44. These are, you know, two Ikea candle holders, and we paid $4 for these, and they sold for 20 plus shipping. Here is an Ikea clamp light, and we sold that for $28.38, and we paid $4 for it. We also found this new in box, this you know, modern Christmas tree, and you know, we sold it during the holidays, and it sold for $50. The next item is specific. It's Wallace Silversmith candy cane Christmas ornaments, and we were at an estate sale, and the person had a lot of collectible Christmas stuff, and I didn't know a lot about what I was looking at, but I saw these candy canes. I saw that they were in their original packaging. I opened them up. They were in great condition. I looked one of them up. You know, they were selling them for $1 each, and we made a lot of money off of these. So this is definitely a great BOLO item. If you ever see Wallace Silversmith candy cane Christmas ornaments, buy them. This was 58. This other one sold for 50. This one sold for 41. This one sold for 50, 44. And then this one here was a rare one from 1981, and it sold for $227. The next BOLO item is this, well, it's really Staub. Anything made by Staub, I would definitely pick up. It sells fast, and it gives you a really, really good profit. This was actually from our personal collection. We just weren't using it anymore, and we decided to sell it. But I don't know how much they go for actually, like new. I think it's close to $100 though. So we sold this on auction for $47. The next item is these stone cloisonne bonsai trees. And so I was at the Goodwill, and this one Goodwill is just like packed with home goods. And so I saw this bonsai tree, and I had never seen them before. It's made out of turquoise. I don't know what the other stone is, and it's got this like cloisonne inlay in the bottom, and it's just a really beautiful piece. And the height of it is, just so you can see here, because if you're ever at the Goodwill and you see something like this, it's pretty small. It's like 6.5 inches tall. You know, there's bigger ones too, but this one was on the small side. I thought it was special. I didn't even look it up. We just took it home. We got it home. We looked up, you know, stone bonsai trees, and they sold anywhere between like $60 and like $300-400 or more. And so we listed it for $135, and offer after offer after offer came in, like one after the other, as soon as we listed it. And we probably should have held out for full price on it, and we probably could have gotten more, but we paid $4 for it, and so they made a best offer of $108, and we decided to take it and get the sale. So be on the lookout for these stone bonsai trees. The next item is these strategy guides, game strategy guides. Someone must have been unloading all of their strategy guides. I was at the Goodwill. They had just rolled out a cart, and there was 6 of them. I bought all of them for $2 each, and they sold within a couple of weeks. So this one I paid $2, and it sold for $25. This next one, you know, definitely was a good sale. This Silent Hill, The Room, sold for $40, and that was an international sale. And then God of War sold for $14. So, you know, a smaller profit there, but still still decent and easy to ship. Anything American Giant. We recently sold this hoodie for $35. We did take a best offer on it. We paid $6 for it. We found it at the Goodwill, and it's an American company. And when you go on eBay, you can see that it has, you know, a lot of comps, a lot of sales, and it's definitely a popular item that people look for because it retails for, I think, over $80. And you know, they're just really well made, heavyweight hoodies. And I think one way to kind of catch your eye with it is this little detail on the arm, this like extra fabric there. That's actually how I spotted it at the Goodwill, because I know the company. Have one of the hoodies, and like I said, we sold a couple of them in the past, and I saw that and you know, knew it would be a good item to pick up. So the last item is vintage Scrabble games. So we have sold 4 vintage Scrabble games. One's from like the 50s to this one was from 1989. And the only issue with these is that you have to count the letters, and you want to make sure that like all the items are present in the game. So there is that element, but there are oftentimes, like we paid $2 for this item. It was half off day. It sold for almost $58. They sell really fast. Like most of them that we've sold sell in about a week's time. So that's the final item. I hope these 15 BOLO items help you in your reselling. And you know, we watch a lot of reselling videos, and we watch what people find and what they sell for. We go on Instagram and we see what people are finding and selling things for, and it really helps. And so we wanted to take some time and look through the last couple months of sales and just pull out those items that we know we're going to be looking for when we go out thrifting or to estate sales or yard sales. And so, you know, we're hoping that, you know, we can pay it back, and that you see something here and then you see it at your Goodwill or wherever, and you pick it up and you make a good profit like we did. So thanks so much for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And also, if you find this content helpful, entertaining, please hit that like button. It really helps our channel grow. So we can't wait to bring you the next episode, and we'll see you next time.